All right, welcome to our day 3. We are on the final day of our bootcamp together. I am super pumped to be here. I am super pumped to be live with you. If you're watching the replay, I'm excited that you are here as well. Today, we are bringing it home. Today, we're putting everything together. And today, I'm going to show you how all of what you've learned throughout the 3 days that we've been spending some time together, how they all work together. All right. So let me share my screen. Let me share my screen with you, and then we can get this party started. There we go. There we go. Awesome. So today is day 3 of the bootcamp 10K weddings in 3 days. How are we feeling? Put it in the chat box. I know we're not a lot in here for our live call, but let me know. Ida. Oh wait, it does the. Oh, I can even see the chat of the last session. I didn't even know that. So iPhone. Whose iPhone? Is this Carolina? I think it's Carolina. No, it's Ida. Is who is it? I don't know whose iPhone. Let me know how Ida. Okay, okay, it's you. Awesome. So how is it going with you guys? I am super excited to to be diving in today. We have a lot to cover today, and I want to make sure that I am supporting you throughout the process. All right. So let's just make sure we have all the things that we need before we get started. Again, in our Facebook group, I have dropped the workbook number 3 that we're going to be using today. I'm going to actually take the link right now, and I'm going to drop it in here as well. So that you can also have it. That's the link to the workbook, and then you are going to make a copy. So you go here. It opens like this, right? And then you go file and make a copy, which is right here. You make a copy. I'm at work right now, so can't do much. No worries. I love the hustle. No worries at all. So feel free to do it after for the replay as well. No worries. All right. Okay, so cool. Make sure you have your workbook. It's in the Facebook group, so you can download it there if you're watching the replay, or below this video where you're watching the replay right now. I also have it for you. All right. This is mainly for the people that are watching the replay. All right. So I'm gonna get started immediately because I have a lot to cover and I want to respect your time. So training number 1 is where we talk about how to position yourself in the luxury market and learn to confidently charge premium prices. The replay is available. I've sent it to you via email. You can also get the link in the Facebook group so you can watch it. Training number 2 was how to master premium pricing strategies and create an exceptional client experience. This is also available as a replay. And today we are going to cover the 3-step framework to effectively market yourself to high-end clients and book 10K weddings. All right, so that is what is going to happen today. I'm going to show you, I'm going to break it down completely for you so you have the complete strategy that is going to help you book more weddings. Again, this is your invitation to share where you're watching this bootcamp. Take a photo of your laptop, put it on Instagram story, tag me at Steven de Cuba, and I will share this on my story as well. Now, let's revisit what we have done up until this point. We've talked about the 3 things you need to master to raise your prices without losing clients. This is the high-end click framework, right? And the high-end click framework has 3 main pillars that is going to help you book those high-end clients. First is branding. Your branding is super important, and it's gonna be the one thing that is gonna help you stand out from your competition. Then we have the perceived value, which is how people talk about you when you're not in the room, how they see you, how they value what you have to offer. And then we have client experience, and that is exactly how you want your clients to feel when they work with you. Cool. So they all of these three pillars, they all work together. And in training number 1 and training number 2, we focus on branding and client experience. And today we are going to be focusing on your perceived value. Now, just as a quick reminder and as a quick refresher, we talked about the conversion blueprint. This is the 4-step sales strategy on increasing brand awareness, leads, and sales conversion. It's about the traffic, lead conversion, and deliverables, right? So this is what we cover in training number 2. I also gave you a guide that you can use to what? Create a high-end client experience. So we're bringing everything to home right now. We talked about the conversion blueprint. Before that, we even talked about branding. I give you some examples of different styles, different techniques, how you want your clients to think about and talk about you. We talk about the different values that your business offers. And then we talked about the conversion blueprint. I walked you through the whole process, and then I told you we're going to elevate this process by creating a high-end client experience. Now, today we're going to bring it back home, but I want to start with this one. 86% of buyers are willing to pay more for a better customer experience. And this is why it's super important for you, for us as a wedding photographer, to elevate our client experience every time they book with us. For wedding photographers, that means that creating a luxury client experience directly impacts your pricing power. That's the difference, and I've used this example many times. There's a difference between going to Gucci to buy a shoes for $350, $550, or even more, versus going to the Zara and buying a $100 shoes, right? That is what we call the pricing power. And what would it look like for you to have that branding that when people look at you, they say, yeah, I'm willing to pay. You have that pricing power. You have that brand power. All right. So that is exactly what we're going to be talking about today. I also gave you a guide, the cheat sheet for wedding photographer, which you can download at stevendecuba.com/experience. And this cheat sheet is going to help you enhance your client experience at every stage of your client experience, so that you can give ensuring a luxury and memorable service for your high-end clients. So make sure you download that at stevendecuba.com/experience, and then you can go through it after the live training. Now, today we're going to talk about perceived value. What is perceived value? Now, a recent survey conveyed that perceived value can increase a customer's willingness to pay by 15 to 20%. Your perceived value happens in the mind of your consumer. It does not happen on social media. It does not happen on your website. It happens with all the combination of what you put out there, and they will have a perceived value of your business. It's just like I can say, hey, I like Coca-Cola is better than Pepsi. And some of you might say, no, Pepsi is better than Coca-Cola. To be honest, I say they're the same. And some people will say they're not the same, right? So everything happens in the mind of your consumer. So it's really important to understand that we have influence on how someone sees our branding, sees our business, how they see us as photographer. And when you increase your perceived value, it increases your customers' willingness to pay by 15 to 20%. Now, I have good news because I am gonna open enrollment for the high-end click next week. And I'm gonna give you an invitation that if you have spent the last 3 days with me and you have gotten something out of this training, you've got so much value out of these three days of us together. Imagine what would be possible if we continue working together. And if this is a right fit for you, if this is something that you want, I'm going to be giving a bonus training in the program, how to get raving client testimonials. It's going to be a masterclass where you're going to learn the best and strategic timing to ask for reviews, how to make 95% of your clients leave a raving review, and SEO strategy to rank higher on Google. All of this will be in a 60-minute, not 60-minute, I can't remember even how long it's going to be, but it's going to be a masterclass that you are going to be part of, and you are going to learn all of these things. So this masterclass totally for free when you join the high-end click. Now, the high-end click is the proven framework to growing a luxury wedding photography business to over 6 figures. And part of this program, I focus on the 6 key components that is going to help you take your photography business to the next level. Even if you're just starting out, even if you just have like 2 months with a new camera, right? Even if you have if you're documenting your first wedding, even if you are just starting out. My goal with this program is that I created it from a place of, I wish this is exactly what I had when I first starting out. And what my goal with this program is that in 12 weeks, you get like the fast pass. The fast pass at like Disney, where you get like the fast pass, like you don't have to wait on the line. Oh, this is the same thing. You get the fast pass to learn how to become a luxury wedding photographer. And I break this program within 6 modules. First module, we talk about your personal brand. Second module, we talk about the attraction framework. Third module, we talk about the conversion blueprint. We talked about this during the bootcamp as well, but then we go deeper. Module number 4 is all about your luxury experience. Module number 5 and 6 is about how to increase that traffic, leads, and conversion in your business. So think about social media, think about content creation, think about SEO, think about your website. All of this create the 6-step framework that most successful wedding photographers are using to book high-end weddings. All right. But today I want to start with the 3 mistakes that most wedding photographers are making so that we can avoid those and then we can focus on the right thing in our business. All right. Let me know in the chat box if you're excited for today. Put a yes, put a number 1, whatever feels the most comfortable for you. Put it there because I am excited. I am excited to give to you my knowledge. That's what I want. I want to transfer my knowledge to you and avoid you wasting time doing the things that's not going to work. All right. So the 3 mistakes that most wedding photographers make. Number 1, and this is where you grab your workbook so you can add some notes. Mistake number 1 is that most wedding photographers are dreaming too small. Like they keep their dreams too small. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to build a business that's only going to work for 1 year or for 2 years. I want to build a legacy. And this is where we start. We start with understanding what we're building. And the biggest mistake that I see is that most struggling wedding photographers don't treat their business like a real business. They're good at being creative, but not great at being a business owner. So today, what I'm asking you is to take that photographer hat off, and we put the CEO hat on. You're the CEO of your business, even if you don't look at yourself as a CEO, even if you don't consider yourself as a CEO, you are, because you're the owner of the business. All right. So you can be really good at taking photos, but if you're not good at marketing, sales, and branding, you're just going to be a starving artist. And I don't want that for you. I don't want you to be a starving artist, because there's a lot of wedding photographers out there that are really good at taking photos, but when it comes to selling their services, selling themselves, that's where they lack. Now, there are three different phases in the wedding photography world, like how you build your business. And this is what I want you to be working on in your workbook. So, phase number one is what I like to call the hobby photographer. This is the photographer that is making between $0 and $10,000 per year. So you're just getting started. You're lacking a strategic focus on growth. You're barely getting any leads and making sales. Business is suffering a little bit. You're not thriving. You're surviving, but it's a good start. It's like you're in your first year. You're like you're learning like how to become a business owner, right? Elena, that's me. So we're just getting started. We're just getting started. We are just getting started, and there's no shame in the game, right? That's totally fine that this is you. But it's good to understand where we are so that we can create a plan to where we want to go. Okay? So the second phase is the busy manager. The busy manager makes between $10,000 to $50,000 per year. Bookings are coming in, but you're often caught in administrative tasks. You're not focused on growth, and you struggle to scale your business beyond this point. So maybe it is working. You're getting bookings, you're making sales, money is coming in, but you got to a certain ceiling that is almost like you like it's stopping you from keep going and scaling your business. So the reason why most people get stuck in this phase is because they don't have the mentality of a real business owner. And I don't blame you, because we've been taught, society taught us that we need to be employees. And there we are. Oh, but look at me. I'm going to become a wedding photographer. I'm a business owner. So that's the main reason why most people get stuck in there, because they are operating as employees in their business, not as a real business owner. And if you keep doing this, you will either burn out, you will get sick and tired of it, and maybe you will give up. Even if you're making like 50,000 a year. Because I've seen many photographers that even have quit their 9 to 5 job, but they replace their 9 to 5 job with like 10 other jobs with their business. I love once my business mentor called it GOB, job, but he says it's just over broke. That you're not making enough, but you're just like, okay, this is comfortable. But if I see you across, I honestly cannot see you, duh. But if you're here, you're spending time with me, you show up to these live calls, it means that you're not someone that wants that. You want more. You know that you are meant for more. And that takes us to the third phase, which is the expert photographer. And the expert photographer makes between $50,000 to $500,000 per year, and even beyond that, because you're highly focused on growth, you're strategic in marketing and sales, you're constantly refining your business approach, you charge premium prices, you know your numbers, and you have a team. So you cannot scale to six-figure business if you're doing everything your own. Now, you can, at a certain point, you will burn out. So in the high-end click, I show you strategies on outsourcing, hiring team members, getting some help, so that you get time back to focus on the things that makes you more money. And the reality is that the busy manager are the type of photographers that are always busy. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, that email. Oh, that proposal. Oh my God, that contract. Oh my God, I still need to edit those photos. Oh shoot, I need to deliver those photos. Oh my God, I have to send them an invoice. And you're always all over the place. How do you expect to grow and scale your business if you don't even sit still and take some time to focus on the real things that will grow your business? All right. So the goal of the high-end click is to take you to the expert photographer level. Even if you're getting started at the hobby photographer, does it take time? Yes. But just like riding a bike, it's not about being ready, it's about being committed. Sure, you will fall down. Sure, you will scratch your knees, but it's all about standing back up and keep on going. So let me ask you, in which phase are you right now? Elena already told me you're in the hobby photographer phase. How about you, Aida? Where are you right now in in which phase are you right now in your business? Let me know in the chat box because I want to know. In which phase are you right now in your business? Very, very beginner. Okay, okay. So we're at the hobby photographer. Good. Awesome. So you're in the right place because what I've noticed is that I can even think about one of the members of the program here. His name is Garen. Garen was also the beginner photographer. Like we have different levels in the program, doesn't matter where you are, but we have Garen, for example, that is at the beginner level. And then when he joined, I remember after we finished our 12 weeks together, he told me, wow, I just invested in something that gave me my time back so that I don't have to go and do trial and error, waste time, waste energy, waste money doing things that doesn't move the needle in my business. And guess what? After that, he booked his first wedding as well, which was really, really cool. I love it. So it's all about understanding where you're putting your time, where you're putting your energy to get to that desired result. In this case, we want to get you to the expert photographer. Now, I want to talk about your why and the power of your why. So if you're multitasking, come back to me. If you just want to listen to my voice, maybe you want to close your eyes. I want you to imagine this. Imagine what it will be like when you have the structure, the processes, and the strategies that allows you to have the life and business of your dreams. What comes to mind? In other words, even if I can get woo-woo with you, I can go deep with you, but you go as far as you want to go. But it's almost like I'm asking you to imagine you meet that version of you that is living in the future. Somehow you got like a time ball. Yeah, like you press the button and shoop, you travel to the future. And you meet that version of you that already has that business, that already has that life that you want to live, that already is making the money that you want to make, that is already going to on the vacations that you want to go to, that is doing the work for a bigger cause. Maybe it is that you're living the type of life that you get to pay the mortgage for your parents. That's my biggest why. Maybe it is that you can finally give your kids the type of lifestyle that you want to give them. Maybe it is that you want to stop working at a 9 to 5 job. You want to be your own business owner and you want to live a life where you're at home with your kids and you decide when and where you work. How 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 would you describe that version of you? Like when you just notice that version of you in the future living their life, what comes to mind? For me, is the last thing, Elena. Yeah. Having time back, being your own boss, deciding who you want to be. Follow my heart. I love that. Yes. So I want you to write it down. What does a successful life look like for you? What does success look like? Oh, I think I have a typo. It's supposed to be like. How does success look like for you? That's the question. Life's supposed to be like. You see, I still make mistakes. Maybe success looks like for you that you confidently charge what you're worth and you're being booked solid with dream clients. Maybe success means that you're balancing a thriving photography business while maintaining a fulfilling personal life. I see that in the chat box. Maybe success looks like that you're earning enough from fewer high-end weddings so that you can afford the lifestyle you've always dreamt of without the burnout, without spending all the weekends away at weddings, without risking time away from your family, but you're living the life that you want to live. Maybe it means that you're paying off your debts and saving for your future, all while working with clients who respect and value your art. What does success look like for you? Yesterday, I was doing this exercise myself because as I was preparing this for you guys, I did it to myself and I asked myself, what does success look like for you? And the one thing that came to me, and I'm getting the chills already as I'm saying this, the one thing that came to me is that my biggest why, my biggest success story would be that I gave all that I had back to my parents. My parents are my biggest why. Why? Because I am who I am and where I am because of them. They gave me the type of life that I would love everyone to have. We're not like, I didn't grow up rich, as I told you at the beginning. I didn't grow up with everything, but I grew up with exactly what I needed. And I am who I am today because of them. So that's my biggest why. And the reason that that came up for me is because at the beginning of this year, I lost someone really special in my life. I consider her my second mom. And in January, at the end of January, she was diagnosed with cancer. And by May, 17th of May, 2024, I will never forget it. I get a phone call at 1:10 a.m. in the morning telling me you have to go to the hospital right now. When I got there, she really left us. And that was the same day that I had a wedding as well. I stayed at the hospital until 5 a.m., came back home, took a nap, and then by 2 p.m., I was ready to go to the wedding. And as I look back, I'm like, we don't have time guaranteed. We don't have anything guaranteed. Life is so short. Are you living the life that you've always wanted to live, or are you playing it safe? I remember then when that happened to me, I was like, life can change just like that. And in just 4 to 5 months, things could look so different. So why not live a life that gives you the happiness, the freedom, and also the money, because we need money, that you deserve? And looking back at my why, even my worst day as an entrepreneur has always been better than my best day working in a 9 to 5 job. So I will take anything that comes my way. Let's go. I'll figure things out. So looking at your why, defining success, how does success look like for you, will change everything. Because when things, and keyword is when, not if, when things get hard, I want you to look back at your why. I want you to look back at the reason why you're doing this. Because the reality is that things are gonna suck sometimes. But your why, the reason why you're doing what you're doing today, must be bigger than your fear. Let me repeat that. Your why must be bigger than your fear. Sure, fear will be there. Oosh, I'm getting the chills as I'm saying this. Oof. Fear will be there. Fear will never go away. Fear was there, it will be, it is here, and it will always be there. But how much time do you think you have? We don't have it guaranteed. Whew. It's not crying if no tears come down. I didn't know I was gonna go this deep. So my question to you is not are you wait. It's not about being ready. It's about being committed. It's about how bad you want it. So how does success look like for you? Oof, I did not know I was gonna go this deep. So today I'm asking you not to be ready, I'm asking you to be committed. Because if it's not now, then when? Right? So my question to you is, do you have a solid vision you're working toward? Or are you stuck in the day-to-day trap? I really want you to take some time and work on this exercise, whether it's now, whether it's later on. Work on your why, your version of success. How does that look like for you? Let's go to mistake number 2. Mistake number 2 is that most wedding photographers chase the wrong thing. And I put a photo of a bridal magazine right there. And the reason for this is because I once was there too. I was also chasing the wrong thing. For me, and actually I have it right next to me. Give me 1 second. For me, I wanted to get featured in a magazine. Exactly the one that you look at in the screen right now. I wanted to get featured in a magazine. I want my work to be featured in a magazine. And for the longest time, I was chasing that. I was chasing, I want to be in a magazine. I want to be in a magazine. I want to be in a magazine. Because I told myself this story that if I do that, then check, I'll have it all figured out. Everything will fall into place and my life will be perfect from there. Little did I know that that was not the case. Because I got featured in a magazine. I got featured in here, one of the top bridal magazines in the States, America's Top Wedding Magazine. And you want to know what? When that happened, nothing changed. Nothing changed. Literally nothing changed. So instead of chasing these vanity metrics like more followers, getting featured in a magazine or the not or whatever, it's not about that. It's not about that. What successful wedding photographers do is that they build a brand. Your brand is your biggest asset that you have in your business. Your brand is your biggest superpower. Because a brand positions you as a premium provider, allowing you to charge more. Your brand creates the perception of value, excuse me, that justify higher rates. Without it, you're competing on price alone, which is a losing game. So instead of focusing on short-term wins, I want you to be focusing on the long-term strategy, which is your branding. Take a look at Jasmine Star. Jasmine Star is a prominent wedding photographer that transformed her business by focusing on her personal brand. Initially, she was struggling to stand out, but then she began sharing her personality and unique line experience. I met her on Periscope about a decade ago when I got started. If you don't know what Periscope is, think about TikTok right now that you scroll like this and you find different videos. But on Periscope, you scroll and you find live videos. And I was just scrolling and I'm like, who's this girl? She was live and she was teaching other photographers how she photographs a wedding. And after that, she created a whole course on photographing a real wedding. And she went live, and then she right now she can even sell her course on Creative Life. Of course, this is super old, but this is how I met her. And I've seen how she has used the power of her personal brand, that she was voted as one of the top 10 wedding photographers in the world, the top 5 most influential photographers. And her work has graced the pages of the world's leading wedding publications like Town and County, Inside Weddings, The Knot, Ceremony, Cosmopolitan Bride, Wedding Magazine, Destination I Do, Bride and Bloom, Exquisite Weddings, all these different wedding publications. By doing what? By mastering her personal brand. Jasmine starts at, building a brand is the difference between being just another photographer and becoming the photographer couples dream of booking. Your brand is your legacy. It's what makes you irreplaceable. That is your brand. And the reality is that things are always changing. There was a time where photojournalism was the trend for wedding photography. There was a time where filming was the go-to way of wedding photography. And then like the Martha Stewart type of wedding. And then you have those light and airy type of wedding. Things will always be changing. But the one thing that you will never lose is your personal brand. Your personal brand makes you irreplaceable. So my question to you is, are you playing the long game or are you playing the short game? Which one are you playing? Let's continue to mistake number 3. I'm looking at the time. Mistake number 3 is that most wedding photographers are copycat. And I see this a lot happening. Does your website look like everyone else? Does your brand look like everyone else? I don't want this for you. Because sure, it could work, but what got you here won't get you to the next level. What got you to the hobby photographer level won't get you to the expert photographer level, right? To become the wedding expert photographer, you need to focus on branding, client experience, and perceived value. Think about it just like a video game. When you are at level number 1, you apply a strategy you took action and you got to the next level, level number 2. And then in level number 2, you apply a strategy and then you go to level 3 and then 4 and then 5. But what got you to level number 1 to 2 won't get you from 6 to 7. You need to apply a different strategy. Same thing goes in your wedding photography business. What got you to the hobby photographer won't get you to the busy manager, and what got you to the busy manager won't get you to the expert photographer. You need to start applying something different. And what successful expert luxury wedding photographers are doing, they focus on their branding, client experience, and their perceived value. That is what they focus on. Because the reality is that you need all 3 of them. You need the branding, you need the client experience, and you need the perceived value. Because if you neglect perceived value, you will struggle to charge premium prices. You will struggle with price sensitivity, which means that you need to give away discounts, free stuff, asking for budgets. Like, what's your budget? 1,000? Ah, funny. That's exactly what I charge. I don't want that for you. You will be vulnerable to competition as well, and clients may not develop a loyalty to your brand, which results in less client referral. So you need all 3 of them. Now, let me see in the chat. On a scale from 1 to 10, do people know who you are as soon as your name is mentioned? How would you rate yourself? From 1 to 10, do people know who you are as soon as your name is mentioned? What would you say would be your number between 1 to 10? Is it a 5? Is it a 7? Is it a 2? Is it a 10? I see a 6. Amazing. Love it. There's always an opportunity to grow to the next level, just like a video game. Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. It's one of my favorite quotes. So how are they talking about you right now? Now, I want you to know that most successful brands out there are consistently evolving their brand. So it's a living, breathing entity of you. So think about brands like Nike or like Apple. Apple is always evolving. That's why we have what? iPhone 16, 17? I don't know which number we are right now. But they're always evolving. They're always something new. There's always a new event here or there or new introduction. Oh, there's another headphones right now. Oh, look, there's this new laptop. There's this new phone, a mouse, and here I am buying all of them. So the successful brands out there are consistently evolving, just like your wedding photography business. You should be always evolving into your next level. Your brand is your most powerful asset. And start with your bigger vision, your why, the level of success that you want, your version of success. And it continues with your long-term commitment. I'm not asking you to be ready. I'm asking you to be committed. If you are committed to your bigger vision, that's all you need. That commitment, that willingness to make it happen. So let's recap the 3 mistakes to avoid. Number 1, dreaming too small. Number 2, chasing the wrong things. like magazine or like getting featured on a blog. And number three, the copycat trap. Like, oh, I don't see the big difference between photographer A and photographer B. So what clients usually do is like, which one is a cheaper? And then they go with that. And if you're only competing based on pricing, you're playing a losing game. All right? If you are competing based on pricing, you're playing the losing game. So here's a reality check. There are a lot of new and talented photographers, wedding photographers out there, and the competition is only getting bigger. Can we all agree on that? The problem is that most wedding photographers are great artists, but not great business owners. But how do you expect to grow a profitable wedding photography business if you haven't mastered marketing, sales, and branding? How do you expect to grow a business that gives you the time and money and freedom that you want if you haven't mastered the main pillars that will drive the profitability of your business? It doesn't make sense. So my question to you is, are you ready to stop playing it safe? Because I have some options for you. I wish the images are appearing. I don't know what's happening, but you have options. Option number one is that you can do it on your own and you can figure it out by trial and error. That is an option. But this is the one option that takes the most amount of time and usually is the most overwhelming. Now we have option number two, which you can take action with a proven framework to get you on the driving seat of your business. So you can finally live the life that you've always wanted. So which option do you want? Because what do you think is possible for you in the next 6 to 12 months from now if you had a predictable sales strategy in your business that generates consistent booking? Think back at that, whatever you wrote on that piece of paper when I ask you, define your level of success. What does success look like for you? That's exactly why you're right here too. Then I can start working in the hospital. Yeah, there we go. I love it. Elena, if that's what is your that if that's your goal, that's amazing. Just imagine what it would look like for you. And I know you just got a newborn. What it would look like for you to spend more time with your newborn, right? Beautiful. Yeah, so I can spend more time with my family. I love that. Well, let me just refresh this because it's becoming a little bit not how I wanted to show. Oops, I went all the way back. Okay, so sorry for this. Sometimes Canva doesn't work the way I want it to work, but it's okay. So what do you think is possible for you in the next 6 to 12 months from now if you had a predictable sales strategy in your business that generates consistent income? Well, for G10, this is one of the members of the high-end clique. He said, this is a message on WhatsApp. I actually just had a meeting with him. And then he said, I just want to say thank you. This is paying off. All the work that I put in, I got so many bookings, I'm drowning. Even in the inquiry, they're saying they love the website. Thank you a lot for noticing and checking. So for more context, this is when we work on module number 6 on his website in SEO. And I went to stalk him because I stalk all of my students. And I say, I love what you did. This is amazing. And then he told me, hey, I'm drowning in bookings. So that's amazing. This is Henry that said, I have booked 12 weddings of 4,000. That's $48,000 in the last 2 weeks alone. My Instagram reach is growing very fast, significantly boosting my online presence and engagement. So this is what is possible when you have a predictable system in your business that guarantees consistent bookings. Well, my friend, today you have a choice. You can continue doing the same thing that you're doing right now and get the same results, or you can choose to be an action taker and try something new. And if you are ready to be an action taker, I'm about to show you how. So I'm going to give you an invitation to join us in the Hind Click. And the Hind Click is based on a 12 weeks roadmap. Now, this is how I created the program. In 12 weeks, we work on all of these things. But if you say, no, Steven, I want to do everything in 30 days, be my guest. You work on your tempo. I just created a roadmap based on the data that I have of all the members that are already in there, how busy they are, how much time they need for each modules, and I created a roadmap. This is what I suggest. If you say you want to take 24 weeks, good. If you say you want to take 6 weeks, good. You do you. You know yourself better than I do. But this is what I suggest. And in month number 1, so week 1 and 2, we focus on module number 1, which is all about personal branding. Plus, we have a live support call in between. Week number 3 and 4, we focus on module number 2, which is attraction framework. Plus, there's a live aspect, just like today. We have a live aspect, but then we are all together in a room with all wedding photographers working on the same strategy. So we work on your personal branding, your brand story, what makes you unique, what makes you stand out, how to attract the right audience to your business. What is your ideal customer avatar? How do you get those people to discover you? How do you build so strong relationship with other venues and planners so that you can attract the right people to your business? That happens in month number 1. In month number 2, the first 2 weeks, we focus on module number 3. I just realized that I didn't put the name on it. You see, second mistake. Great job, Steven. Module number 3 is all about the conversion blueprint. You remember the conversion blueprint that we talked about the last training? So the traffic, leads, conversion, deliverables. That is what we focus in module number 3, but then we take it to the next level, and then we also have live support call. So you will always have a live call with me so that we can take it and we could go deeper with the program. And week number 7 and 8, we focus on, again, mistake. Module number 4 is supposed to be, I'm sorry, I did 3 mistakes. Week number 7 and 8, it's supposed to be your, actually, I'm going to do it on the spot. So module number 3 is your conversion blueprint. I know it from heart, I just didn't write it. And then module number 4 is your luxury experience. So in the luxury experience, we focus on taking the conversion blueprint to the next level. That is what we focus on, all right? So from traffic all the way to deliverables, I give you a cheat sheet as well. Then we take it to the next level with live support call as well. And then month 3, week number 10 and week number 9 and 10, we focus on social media and content creation. And the last 2 weeks, we focus on your website and SEO. And then I will help you within our live support calls as well. So think about what to post on social media. Think about Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, even TikTok. Think about the type of content to create when you are photographing a wedding and when there's no wedding coming up. What type of content do you create? How do you write the type of caption that gets people taking action? How to create different reels for business? How to start um, getting more traffic to your website via Pinterest? And how do you do it via Facebook? And how do you do it via Instagram? That's all we focus on in month number 3. Again, it's a 3-month program, but you don't have to take 3 months to finish it. But what I would love to ask you right now is, where will your business be in 3 months from now if you keep doing what you're doing right now? If you keep on doing what you are doing right now, are you equipped with the right strategy to take your business to the next level? If the answer is no, then I'm proposing a different method. I'm proposing a different way of doing things. Albert Einstein describes insanity as the act of doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. That is insanity. But if you want a different result in your business, you need to take different approaches. And that's what I want for you. Now, as I told you, there's life experience. So you, as part of the 12 weeks of different modules, think about it like Netflix. You have your email and password, you log in, and all the videos will be there waiting for you. We also have 12 weeks of group implementation via Zoom. Another mistake. um, we don't start on the 30th of September because that's in the past. We're going to start immediately when we close the doors to the program. But when you join, you're going to have 12 weeks of group implementation via Zoom. I'll be there with you via Zoom. Just today, we had a call together, and sometimes I stay there for an hour, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours, depending how long you want to go. But everything has live support. So it's not that you buy a course and then I'm like, peace, I'm leaving you. No, I'll be there with you, walk with you step by step by step, and holding your hand to make sure that you get the support you need to take your business to the next level. You're also going to be part of a private WhatsApp and Facebook group with all the other photographers. So you can always be asking questions on the go. And this is where we have those really strategic conversations where you can ask for support, where we can ask for ideas, where we can even send each other client referrals. So it's a great opportunity for you to network within the industry. So what if you don't have time to do it? Well, the time commitment is that every video training is between 7 to 15 minutes per module. There are a couple of videos that might go longer, but not the most part of it. I would say you need to invest between 2 to 3 hours per week of pre-recorded training with the homework, and 2 hours bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks, for 12 weeks. The good thing is that you have lifetime access to the program, so you're not going anywhere. And you have lifetime access to the Facebook group as well, and 12 months in the WhatsApp group app. So you will always be there for a long period of time so that you can also have the support that you need. But let's flip it. How much time would you save? Well, I will help you focus on the revenue generating activities that will take your business to that expert photographer level. You're going to learn how to automate processes and create systems in your business. You're going to learn how to apply a proven strategy so you apply what already works, right? And you're going to surround yourself with like-minded people. All right? I see Olga joining us. Olga, I'm so happy that you're here. We're actually just wrapping up. We started about an hour ago, but I will send you the replay so you can catch up immediately. All right? So give me 20 minutes after the call and I will send you the replay. All right? Well, this is possible for you too, my friend. It's more than possible to charge premium prices without losing clients, with less stress and overwhelm, without more than 5 years of experience, and without having to do it alone. So the High End Click is going to be open for enrollment on Monday, the 28th of October 2024, which is this Monday coming up. We're going to open the doors for just a short amount of time. It's going to be open only for 4 days. I will be closing yeah. So by Friday, the doors are closing. I'm going to do it really short. That is going to give you the opportunity to join us and take your business to the next level. So right now it's not open for enrollment, but I would love to invite you to join the priority list, and I will give you how to do that in a bit. Now, let's recap what we did the last 3 days together. Last week on Tuesday, we started with training number 1, where we focus on branding. Last Tuesday, we focused on client experience, and today we focus on the perceived value. Those are the 3-step method to increasing your prices and booking high-end weddings. All right? And you need all 3 of them. And this is what we cover in the high-end click. Today and last week and last trainings, I gave you what to do. You now know what to do. When you join the high-end click, I will tell you how to do it. And I will do it with you step by step by step. Take a look at what Henry said. If you're on the fence about joining the Stephen DeCuba's program, I highly encourage you to take the leap. The value and knowledge you will gain from this course are unmatched. Stephen's expertise combined with a supportive community and practical advice will provide you with tools you need to succeed in the wedding photography industry. It's an investment that will pay off in your business growth and personal development. So if you are ready to take the next step with me and continue our journey together for the next 3 months live, and then beyond that, because you have lifetime access, I would like to invite you to go to stephendecuba.com/priority so that you can go and register to be the first one notified as soon as we open the doors to the program. stephendecuba.com/priority. This is where you put yourself on the priority list. You will be the first one notified as soon as we open the doors so that you can get some perks and bonuses when we open the door immediately. All right, stephendecuba.com/priority. I put it in the chat box, so you can just put your name and email, and I will send you more information. So your to-do right now, you are going to watch all the trainings. So we did 3 trainings together. I want to invite you to go and watch all the 3-day trainings. Even if you already watched all of them, watch them again. There's power in watching a replay. Like sometimes we hear things, but when we hear it twice or 3 times, it lands differently. So the 3 trainings will be available for you to watch it. I want you to complete the homework as well. And I want you to join the priority list. Cool? Do you have any questions? Oh, by the way, the trainings will be available until next week. You have 1 week to catch with all of the trainings. But after that, I will be taking them down. I will remove them from the public eye. All right? So do you have any questions right now? If you have any questions, put in the chat box right now. And as you're doing that, I want to go back to how we started this training, where we talked about the power of your why. Again, I want to ask you, why are you doing this? Why do you want this business? And if you really want to make this your full-time job, or you want to take it because it's already your career, you want to take it to the next level, then all you need is really that commitment. And I'm inviting you today to make that commitment with me. When you join, I'm also going to give you a 60-day money back guarantee. That if you join the program, you apply what I teach you, and in 60 days, you see 0 results, you can email me and I will give you 100% of your money back, and you get to keep the course for free. Hear it from me first. It's recorded. Hear it from me first. If you join the high-end click and within 60 days, you apply what I told you and you get 0 results, email me info@stevendecuba.com. I will give you back your money and you get to keep the course for free. This is how much I believe in this program. But I don't think that's going to happen. But even if it happens, happy to do it. All right? So I want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up to these live calls. Thank you for being part of my bootcamp. Thank you for putting your trust in me. Thank you for showing not only me, but yourself that you are willing to give whatever it takes to make it happen. And to that, I say, slow clap. I love it for you. Okay. So my friend, I think I don't see any questions in the chat box. So I think this is a good time for us to wrap it up. I will finalize with reminding you, stevendecuba.com/priority. That's how you get on the wait list, the priority list. But now I want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving your time. Thank you for being so invested in this. Thank you for participating in the chat box and for holding space for everyone in here too. I appreciate you. I thank you and I wish you all the best. Aida said, thank you, Steven. No, thank you to you. If you have any questions, hey, let's chat via Instagram @StevenDeCuba. And then go follow me there. Instagram.com/StevenDeCuba. There you go. Go follow me there. Send me a message. Let's connect. Let's get to know each other on a more deeper level. And then we take it from there. Elena, thank you so much again. No, thank you. I following already. Amazing. Awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, my friends. Today we went deep. I didn't know we were gonna go that deep, but we went deep, and it needed to happen how it happened. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna close down, and then we will stay connected via email. All right. Make sure you double check your email that I'm not going into your junk box or spam box, because I will be sending you the replay. And I will be sending you the guide as well via email. The cheat sheet, I will send it to you as well via email. All right. So, Olga, I know that you got here really, really late, which is okay. I'll send you the replay so that you can watch it as well. All right. Olga, by the way, did you watch the other trainings, training number 1 and 2? I love your positivity. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, you already watched the other 2 trainings? Amazing. Okay, cool. Both of them. Awesome. So how did you find it? How was it for you? I think this is the first time I see you live, isn't it? Useful. Awesome. Yes. Oh, perfect. I'm glad you made it live. Awesome. So I'll be sending you training number 3 as well, so you can catch up with that, and then we'll take it from there. All right. Virtual hug. All the best. Stay safe. Be pending for my emails, and then we'll take it from there. All right, guys. Ciao, ciao. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.